What is happening in Grounded next week? This is happening in Grounded next week.
Let's see what else. Don't forget, next week is the public test for the next update on Grounded. So if you want to participate, make sure to follow us on social media and the Discord, and we'll let you know how to join and participate in the beta of the beta, if you call it, since we are a game preview early access game.
That's right. Grounded public test server 0.11.0 comes out next Wednesday, to be more specific, and we don't know what's going to be in it. No one knows. There's no hints. There's no clues. We don't know anything other than that it's supposed to be a really big update because it's been a long time since the last one. So hopefully it's going to have a lot of fun stuff in it. Let me know in the comments what you think we might get with this next update, and I'll let you know what I think we're going to get with the rest of the video. What up? It's Tiny Pirate Gaming, back with a Grounded news video, and today I'll be discussing what we learned yesterday during the Casually Grounded live stream over on Twitch, and that is Grounded Update Public Test Server version 0.11.0 will be released next Wednesday. So if you're hyped about that, you could do me a huge favor and gently touch the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see more exciting Grounded themed, Grounded related content, then I hope that this video earns your subscription today. But my speculation about what I think we're going to get is probably a fully fleshed out Haze lab. For those of you who are OG Grounded players like I am, you may remember we used to have a different hedge lab. We used to have a different pond lab. When they were first released, they weren't as intricate, they weren't as involved, you didn't have to do as much in them to complete the missions at the lab, and there weren't really that many enemies in them. Well, the Haze lab is sort of like that right now. It's very small. You don't really have to do anything in there. There's really no button or power switch, because if you remember initially, that's why Burgle sends you to the labs, because you're diverting power from those labs to the Oak lab, because that's what Burgle wants to do, because the lab got exploded at the very initial start of the game. There's no real story content, but we can sort of piece together little clues like that. There's also the little notes and stuff you can find around the backyard that can teach you a little bit about what's going on. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about speculation about what's going on with the new update. Now, it has been said that this update, because there's been such a huge gap in between Shroom and Doom to now, when we were so used to getting monthly updates of small little add-on content that would sometimes make the game a little weird, because it would take a while to get things fixed. And so hopefully with these larger updates, there will be less issues per update and more content per update. Now, they said this is going to be the biggest one yet, and in my opinion, the criteria to meet the title of the biggest update yet in Grounded means you have to have specifically 3 things at this point, based off what we've had in prior updates with Grounded. You got to have a new creature, at least one new creature of something, along with it new builds, new armor, new equipment, so on and so forth. Whatever sort of drops come with this new creature, those would ultimately give you some sort of new equipment, some sort of new build feature, maybe even a new equipment piece like the grinder and the oven. Do I think we're going to get a new equipment piece? No, I don't. But I do think we're going to maybe get a new creature, and the community and myself would speculate that this new creature would probably be either the black ants or the roly-polies. Those would be my 2 guesses. Maybe one, maybe the other, maybe both, maybe none, because this is all speculation, so we don't really know. But based off the Shroom and Doom update, which had some features in it that we never really got with the Shroom and Doom update, most notably the player equipment. Now, in the player equipment from the Shroom and Doom update, there was a witch's hat, and there was this Roman gladiator armor, and there was also a new sword. I have a video going over all that from a while ago, but if you want to check that out, it's linked down in the description below. But we never actually got those with the update, so maybe we're going to get the roly-polies and the black ants, which will then give us access to this new equipment. Who knows? It'll be nice. Another piece of criteria in order to meet the requirements to be the biggest update yet would be the completion of a new biome. I'm highly speculating that this will be the Haze biome. The Haze region will be fully fleshed out, and the lab will be complete with some mission-based objectives to complete in there. you know, activate a few switches, open up some doors, pull the final power switch, something like that, and then get the Burgle chip. This is why I believe they are wanting people to start new worlds, because if you've already done the Haze Lab, then you're not going to be able to test out this new version of the Haze Lab. And for those of you who are triple OG players in Grounded, like I've said, things have changed dramatically when starting a new game from what it was back in version 1.0 to what it is now. Different things need to be analyzed to unlock certain items. Landmarks have moved locations. Areas have been completely altered since the initial onset of the game. That's actually why, if you've been paying attention to the channel, I've been putting out all these tutorials, because not only are there new players joining the game all the time, but if you're a triple OG player coming back to the game, trying to start a new game, you're going to learn that things are a little bit different than what you remembered, but that makes the game more fun and more exciting, and that's part of the reason, part of the appeal of this game is its draw, in that it's constantly being updated and changed. Now, that's nothing new in games, but when it's this early in development and you're being able to watch it grow as it's being built, it's very fun, it's very exciting. And you can sometimes do things in Grounded, which I call Grounded Relics, which are things you can't do anymore, such as the, you know, putting lights underground. That's something that you're not able to do, and I believe, based off what the developers have said, that's not an intended thing for players to be able to do currently in the game. Maybe after, you know, end game content, you'll be able to build down there, but they don't want you to be able to build down there because they want you to build the torches at the workbenches and use those when going into dark regions. They don't want you to be able to plop up lights everywhere and not have to use the torches. I think it's cool. I think they should let us plop up the lights everywhere. I think they should let us dig tunnels and build underground. Anyway, moving on. Some things that I highly believe will be included in this new update will be things that were involved with the last Grounded Halloween event, which was candy corn as a human food item that you're able to collect, just like the cookies, just like the hot dogs, just like the apples. It'll be around the backyard, probably in the same spawn locations as those, just exchanged for one of those items. And on the porch, there will be a huge jack-o'-lantern. That should be there. That was there last year. So hopefully, probably, those will be there at least again. And like I said, some of the equipment from the Shroom and Doom update that we never got, which would involve new creatures. And the final criteria, in my opinion, that I think an update needs to truly qualify as the largest update yet in Grounded is a new boss character. Now, it's been highly speculated by the community that the next area we're going to get will be, the next boss creature we're going to get will be an ant queen. Specifically with the black ants, a lot of people are thinking we're going to get a black ant queen, and it's going to be over somewhere by the sandbox, and might be involved with another lab, the introduction of a new lab area. Based off of some digging that's been done into the code and some camera breaking stuff that happened in earlier builds of Grounded, that we learned there were things being worked on in the dev world that you currently can't see in the world we have access to right now. Will we get a new boss? I don't know. Will we get any of this? I don't know, because there's been nothing really announced about what we're going to get. I also believe at some point we're going to get tier 2 traps, maybe even tier 3, tier 4, so on and so forth, because again, early on in the game it was believed or speculated or rumored around the community that we were going to get up to tier 5 armor and gear. So if we're going to get up to that, we're only at tier 3, and that's with the best weapons that's currently in the game. Well, then there's probably a lot more content to come, so who knows? But I am very excited, and if you're very excited and you enjoyed the video, you could do me a huge favor by gently touching the like button. And if you want to see more Grounded-themed, Grounded-related content, then I hope that this video earned your subscription today. Also, if you want to come hang out with me live, I live stream over on Twitch. You can gently touch my follow button over there. And to keep up with Tiny Crew, #TinyCrew community news, you can follow me on Twitter or join the Tiny Pirate Gaming Discord. Links for all of those are down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.